Hi, welcome to my sanctuary. Please come in. I just want to introduce myself. My name is Lee. I'm the creative director and designer of the Repertoire Collections. The marketing team asked me to share a little bit of the person behind the designs. So I thought I would invite you and share a little bit about my passions, my art, and things that I treasure and that inspire my creativity. And a lot of that creativity actually happens in my home. So the team asked if I would do a little shoot here, which I said was fine. So I'd like you to meet Byron, because he's here with me today. So Byron and I are so excited to invite you into our home and into our lives. Aren't we? Yes.
Lee, tell us about your interior style.
My interior style really follows very similar design principles that I use to design the collections for Repertoire. And that is based on collecting pieces that you love through your life that have meaning to you. The very word repertoire comes from a collection of music actually, but I love that as we travel through life, we collect beautiful things that have meaning and value to us, and we mix those in with newer pieces. I really love the idea that a home is an eclectic blend of textures and cultures, and that it's you don't just design and then throw all the old out and bring in the new, and that's exactly the same philosophy as Repertoire. We want to keep adding to our wardrobes and adding to our homes and creating levels of depth and richness and meaning, because we're blending the old with the new and the treasured with the creative and the curious and the modern. And I think that's just so symbolic of a life well spent.
What does your morning routine look like?
Well, for me, it's definitely coffee first, coffee second, and coffee third. Once my head is on my shoulders, I like to walk around my garden and water and just ground with nature before I start my day. And then it's all about my demanding 14-year-old Labrador who needs his routine and his walk and his food, and it has to be exactly at the right temperature. So that is pretty much my morning routine, and then making sure I do all the good stuff like taking my vitamins and packing a good lunch for work. And just getting ready for the day. So when I arrive in my design space, I'm collected, I'm receptive, I'm full of curiosity, and I'm ready to design the collections.
What inspires you in your daily life and for your designs?
Well, my inspiration really does come from our beautiful women that trust us at Repertoire to build their wardrobes. But outside of that, I really am inspired by art, textures, artisanal fabrics. I'm a real magpie. I love things that have got dynamic shape and have a juxtaposition. My home is full of textures and weaves that have been made by African artisans, and I really, really do love the natural organic colors and just how you can clash pattern together. It really personally inspires me. I love ceramics and ceramic art. I love that it comes from the earth, and I love the colors and textures that are created, that you can have a really modern shape but have all this organic earthy groundedness to it. I think nature is still one of my biggest inspirations. I think you see texture, architecture, light, everything from nature, and I try and bring that into my work. I think life is inspiration, and as we journey through the different chapters, one focuses on different things. Right now, for me, the focus is on calm and finding balance, and really just finding grace to transit through these last decades.
Can you tell us about one of your favorite treasures in your house?
There are many, as I love to collect things when I travel to bring back memories of the people and the places I've been. But I think one of my all-time treasures, and my husband's actually, because it's his, I bought it for him, is this beautiful potbelly pig. He is about 35 years old. He's a bit dusty. I bought him from the side of the road, and he's been made by an African sculptor in one solid piece of wood. His little leg has come off and I've had to glue him a few times, and this very cute little tail has been replaced by some other native bush wherever I've been, but he has come many miles with us and has journeyed through children and life, and so he has a very, very special place in our home and in our hearts.
How do you wind down after a long day of work?
My biggest source of relaxation, believe it or not, is actually my art. I started painting as a form of meditation because I was absolutely terrible at sitting and trying to meditate and to switch my brain off, because I'm always creating, I'm always thinking of the next design or the next project. So when I discovered painting, I realized that I lost track of time for hours where I didn't think of anything but what was happening on the canvas, the colors, the textures, my soul speaking to me through my art and how it was going onto the canvas. When I first started painting landscapes, they were as big a surprise to me as to everyone else, because I didn't actually know they were there until they emerged through trying to find quiet space. And this has become a practice that I do every day. I try and take a Friday off and do my painting, and then obviously I prepare canvases and things when I get home, so that on the weekend I have quality time just to contemplate them. They are absolutely my greatest teacher in terms of patience and grace and colour and finding the quiet. So it has been such a gift in my life.
Tell us about your beautiful garden.
My garden is my sanctuary, but I wanted to, like I design clothing, I designed the garden to be very low maintenance, but also to be something that really speaks to my soul. I love green, I love water, so I have lots of water features around the house. I've designed the garden so that from inside the house, all the big windows are portraits of landscapes from outside, so it makes it feel like the green in the garden is part of our home. I love my space because you can move around the house as the sun moves around the house, and I've made sure there's lots of beautiful chairs and places that you can sit with a book and just contemplate life. I think it's really, really important that you build those places into your life because your home is your sanctuary. And this is where my curiosity and my creativity is fed. So my husband is amazing because he keeps it beautiful, because he knows how important it is to me, and it is really just part of my love language and his love language.
Best boy. Best boy. You're the best boy. Mummy's best boy.